He wrote himself a $10 million check when he had nothing. Not broke the way people joke about. I'm talking about sleeping in his car, no food, no direction, broke. This is the story of Jim Carrey, the night he made a decision that changed his destiny forever. Jim grew up watching his family fall apart. His father lost his job, the job that kept them safe. They lost their home, their security, their sense of normal life. They lived in a van, a whole family surviving in a vehicle because life didn't care how good his father was. Jim wasn't dreaming of fame, he was dreaming of survival. At 13 years old, he was working as a janitor after school, cleaning toilets, scrubbing floors, doing the jobs adults refused. He didn't have childhood memories, he had responsibilities. But even then, he had a spark, a gift, a way of making people laugh to escape their pain and his own. When he first stepped on stage as a comedian, he bombed badly. The crowd booed him off. The humiliation stung so deep that he told himself he might never do comedy again. But destiny doesn't come quietly. It comes up disguised as failure. Jim kept performing night after night, small rooms, cheap bars, tiny crowds. Sometimes he got laughs, most nights, silence. And then comes the crushing moment. Even with all of that effort, he was still broke, still unsure, still lost. He would drive to Mulholland Drive in Los Angeles Park, look out at the city, and ask himself, why hasn't it happened to me yet? But instead of quitting, he made a decision that would define his life. One night, sitting alone in his car, frustrated, angry, heartbroken, he reached into his pocket, pulled out his checkbook, and wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered. He dated it for 10 years into the future, not as a joke, not as a fantasy, but as a contract with his future self. He folded that check and kept it in his wallet until it was torn and worn out. Every day he saw it. Every day it reminded him, this is who you're becoming. He wasn't waiting for the world to believe in him. He chose to believe in himself first. Success didn't arrive immediately. It came painfully slow. Small acting roles, random gigs, more rejection, more doubt, more nights staring at the check, wondering if he was delusional. But he kept going, kept grinding, kept sharpening his talent, and then Ace Ventura, The Mask, Dumb and Dumber, hit after hit, overnight fame that took years to earn. And the payout for his first major movie film? Exactly $10 million. The same number that sat folded in his wallet for a decade. That wasn't coincidence. That was intentional. Focus, belief, relentless action. The world calls it luck, but luck is just the reward for refusing to quit. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. You can't manifest your way out of laziness. You can't dream your way out of inaction. You can't hope your way into destiny. Jim didn't write a check. He worked like someone who believed he was worth it. Your dream becomes real the moment you decide to earn it. Not tomorrow, not next year, now. If this story hit you, don't just watch, act. Hit that like button so the message reaches someone who needs it. And subscribe if you believe your defining moment is coming. I'm Kush Nathu, and this is The Golden Lining, where every story reminds you you're one moment away from becoming who you're meant to be.